Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Makeup for Dummies. Okay, happy Sunday everyone, and I have a good show for you all today, as you can tell by the title. But first I want to show you my glitter eyes. See that glitter on my eyes? That is from Magnolia Makeup, and it's specifically for your eyes. And someone gave me this as love mail, so I used it today, and I thought that was really beautiful. Okay, all right. So I guess kind of like a gothic look today. All right, so let's get started. Okay, now I want to go over some things that's important. Before and after sex as it relates to hygiene and health and stuff like that. Now, anything that I tell you on this video, make sure you check with your doctor. You can always Google anything that I say if you want to make sure, before following through with anything that I say. I'm just telling you some things that I do or that that I've used or experienced. Okay. Now, first of all, before sex, first I want to show you this little sexiness. Now, I've showed this before on my Eyes Married Now channel, but I thought it was appropriate to show it here since I'm talking about before and after sex hygiene routines. This is a beautiful net little sexy gear. This is the back of it, and this is the front, and it was only $14.99. Okay, so I want to take it out and show you all really quick, because I did not take it out when I showed it on my other YouTube channel. I'll list that channel below. It's called Eyes Married Now. That's pretty much my vlog channel. Okay, and as you can see, it's colorful. I'm sorry about the noise. It's a beautiful day in Zamunda today, and I have my windows open. But let me just show you this really quick before we get to some tips and tricks. Okay, so of course it's fishnet. So this is what it looks like. Okay, these are the arms. This is the back of it, and then this stretches so that it pulls down like a little skirt or a little dress. So yeah, just a little sexiness. Sometimes you want to be sexy for your mind. Okay, even if you've been, it's especially important if you've been in a relationship for a while or been married for a while. You want to try to keep the spark alive in your marriage. And men, they have like little secret fantasies in their head, and you might want to get into their head and figure out what it is that they like, because sometimes they want us to dress up and look sexy, and maybe they want us to put on a maid outfit with some heels on or some fishnets or look like a hooker, or like they want a lady, they want a lady on the street, but they want you to be a pretty freak in the bedroom. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying that's most men. They want you to act like a lady in the street, but child, behind closed doors, child, they want you to look like a pretty hoe. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, now before sex, okay, you want to make sure that you go to the bathroom and urinate. Okay, because that can prevent urinary tract infection. Okay, it's something called E. coli. And when you pee, it rinses off the E. coli bacteria, which could possibly seep into your urethra, which is where, that controls your bladder and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, but your urethra is the little tube that runs to your bladder or something to that effect. And if you have like E. coli or bacteria somewhere near the area, when you have sex and the guy is pushing his penis in, is pushing that bacteria and that E. coli up into your urethra, which could cause a urinary tract infection. So that's why you want to urinate before sex to rinse it off, okay? And also you want to urinate after sex in case any kind of, bacteria from him then got up there near that area. You want to rinse it out, okay? So not rinsing. Urinating before and after sex prevents UTIs, okay? So, and I have notes because I didn't want to forget to tell you all anything. Now, also before sex, okay? Now, generally, if you're going to have sex, for instance, if you're dating somebody and you're going to their house, or you're expecting them to come to your house, then of course, you get yourself a nice shower, get all, you get prepared for the moment. But when you're married or you're living together, a lot of times it's spontaneous. So for men who are not circumcised, okay, you must do a pre-wash little session in the bathroom before having sex. The reason being is because uncircumcised men have, the extra skin because they weren't so circumcised, and bacteria can lie in that area inside, behind that foreskin. And if he does not wash right before sex, he could insert that bacteria into his lady or his wife and cause her to have vaginal infections. Okay, urinary tract, yeast infections, any kind of vaginal infections can be caused from that bacteria that's built up behind that foreskin if you are dealing with an uncircumcised man. So make sure he washes before sex. It's no spontaneous sex when it comes to an uncircumcised man, because you risk a chance of getting some kind of vaginal bacterial infection. Okay, so that's very important for those of you who have that situation going on. Okay, now also when it comes to sex, you want to use a lubricant. If you are experiencing dryness for whatever reason, sometimes women are just not in the mood, so they're not naturally lubricated down there. Some women are not just automatically moist all the time. Some women are just moist in general. Some women aren't moist all the time and maybe only get moist during, when you're sexually aroused. But if you're not sexually aroused and your man is wanting sex, you always want to keep a lubricant on hand, because dryness can cause pain during sex. So you always want to keep a lubricant, and you do not want to have a lubricant that has menthol in it, because if you are a woman who's going through perimenopause or menopause, your vagina lining is thinned out, because during that time, menopausal women, it's already thinned out, your lining in your vagina, and it could be very sensitive because it's so thin. So you definitely want to make sure you don't want to use a lubricant that has menthol in it, because it could irritate that thin lining. But this is a good one that I use. This comes from Walmart. You can get it from Walmart. It's very inexpensive. It's called Lubrigel. It's gentle and safe, water-based, greaseless, clear gel. It's non-staining, alcohol, and fragrance-free. And it's not harmful if you use condoms, rubbers, plastic, or glass surfaces. Okay. So yeah, and it does not have menthol in it. Okay. So this is something that you can purchase. This is very good. It's not irritating. Well, it's not irritating for me. So you can try it, if you think. Or, maybe some unscented Vaseline. Now, this Vaseline has baby soft scent in it. You may not want to use that, but just as an example, I wanted to show you all. Vaseline, something that keeps it kind of lubed up down there if it's not naturally, already lubed up. Because like I said, it could cause pain. Now, I want to just talk about pain during sex. Okay, there's a such thing as normal pain, and then there's a such thing as abnormal pain. Okay, now normal pain during sex could come from dryness, which is what I just talked about. If you are constipated, that could cause pain. If you have a muscle spasm or something going on, that could cause pain. Or if your man is well endowed, he may hit up against your ovaries. And if you are ovulating at the time, that's very common, because during the time when you're ovulating, your ovaries kind of swell up a little bit. So it's easier for him to hit the ovaries. So that's a normal type of pain. But if you experience pain after sex, a few hours after sex, that does not come from just having a wild night of sex, you may want to look into that, because pain hours after sex is not normal. Now, soreness might be normal. Like I said, if your man is well endowed and he really tore it up that evening, you may experience some soreness all throughout the day. But the type of pain that's not normal a few hours after sex could be a sign of, here, let me just look at my notes here just to make sure. Ovarian cysts, if you have ovarian cysts, you may experience pain hours after sex. If you have fibroids, which is very common in Black women, or if you have endometriosis. Okay, you can Google this stuff to find out what all these things are. And rarely, okay, it's not uncommon, but it's not common, and it's rare that experiencing pain after sex could be related to gynecological cancers of some sort. So, like I said, make sure you check with your doctor if you're experiencing any kind of long-term pain after sex. If you experience a certain amount of pain during sex, like I said, it's normal to experience some pain during sex depending on how wild your sexual activity is, but some pains are not normal. So you just want to go and make sure you get checked out if you experience any of those things. Okay, another thing. Do not douche after sex. Okay, douching. A lot of women may think that they want to douche to get the semen out and to keep it from dripping and just as a way of cleaning up. But douching after sex can cause yeast infection. Okay, so do not douche after sex. Okay. Also, they said that your chances of getting some kind of like for instance, if you so happen, God forbid, have sex with someone that has some kind of AIDS or HIV virus, when you douche, you would think douching would, clean it out and maybe, oh, well, maybe if I douche afterward, it'll get me all clean and it'll keep me from, contracting any disease. You actually heighten your chances of getting AIDS or HIV or some kind of disease by douching, because when you douche, you squirting the stuff further up inside of you before it actually comes down. So you heighten your chances, and you can Google this and find out for yourself. It heightens your chances of getting a disease if you douche right afterwards. Okay, so yeast infections for douching after sex is not good. Okay. Now, also, as far as cleaning up after sex, okay, you want to do some kind of wipe off, even if it's not a full blown shower or even if it's not a whole bath. You want to do some kind of cleaning up after sex because of the sweat, the lubrications, that you may use, the body fluids, all of that. You want to clean that off so that you don't, it could cause infections if you don't kind of wipe that area off. Like I said, you don't have to do a full-blown bath because sometimes after sex, if it's a late night, spontaneous sex night, you may not feel like it. Just depends on, how y'all get down. You may not feel like getting up and jumping in the shower at 3 in the morning or doing a whole bath. Whole baths are more complicated than an actual shower. Y'all know about whole baths, all that soap and all the bubbles getting in the sink, and you're trying to rinse your rag off, and you got to keep wiping. Yeah, you might as well go ahead and jump in the shower. Sometimes whole baths is necessary, but I'm just saying at 3 o'clock in the morning, a whole bath, that's too much. So what you can do as an alternative, just to make sure that you at least wipe all of the, like I said, the lubrications that you may use. If you use food like chocolates and whipped creams and all that kind of stuff, body fluids, all that stuff, you want to kind of wipe it off a little bit. So you might want to keep some unscented baby wipes near your bed, because you can do some really good cleaning up with baby wipes. Also, when I did my how to stay fresh during your menstrual period video, and I'll link it below, some of you all had left me some wonderful tips, and this is one of the tips that someone had left me in reference to keeping yourself clean when you're out, out and about when you're on your menstrual period. But I also want to mention it as far as after sex cleanup, because it was a very good idea, and I'm going to do a part 2 to that how to stay fresh and clean after your menstrual, because like I said, you all gave some wonderful tips and ideas and health tips and everything, and I want to share them with you all. But one of the tips that someone had left was they were saying about take a little spray bottle. You can get this from the Dollar Tree or whatever. This is just an old perfume bottle. I cleaned it out thoroughly. You want to make sure it's cleaned out thoroughly. And all you have to do, they said, put water in it and a little bit of your liquid soap in it and shake it up. And you can keep this by your bed. And that way, maybe like a washcloth or something. And that way, after sex, you can do like a little spray. Like I said, this is an actual water and my little liquid soap in here. And you can do like a quick little, wipe up. keep a wet rag by the bed, little thing like this, and just kind of wipe off. Okay, so whatever. Now, if you got the energy to get up and go get a shower or go get a wash up or whatever, fine. But you have to do something. You can't just lay there and go to sleep. You have to wipe it off some kind of way, because, like I said, it could cause vaginal infections by having all that semen and lubes and body sweats and fluids and all that stuff going on down there. So that was, and then like I said, you can take this and put it in your purse too if you need to clean up, while you're out, just to freshen up a little bit, and put a rag inside of a sandwich bag, and you'll have a rag and some soap and water mixture. Okay, so that was something that a tip that someone had gave me in my comment section under that how to stay fresh during your menstrual period video, and I thought it was excellent. So let's see what else. I think that is about it. Okay, I talked about all of that. Okay, yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to come on and just give some quick little hygiene, health tips and tricks for before and after sex. So I hope this was helpful to you all. Another video that I want to do concerning sex, as it relates to safe sex. I'm going to do a video talking about safe sex. This video was about hygiene before and after sex. But the next video will be about safe sex. Okay. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I have some other. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. They got it going on. There's an ambulance going down the street. I want to show you some things, being as though we are talking about sex. This is called Wild Strawberries Warming Lubricant. I'm sorry. It's certified organic. Okay, and this is a lube by Intimate Organics. Okay, these items were sent to me to review. I have not tried it yet, but I will put the link below to the website in case you all want to try it. But yeah, this is a warming lubricant. Okay, it can warm things up and get things nice and moist for the evening. This is a premium silicone glide infused with extracts. Okay, and like I said, I haven't tried any of these. It's paraben free. It's pure vegan. Yeah, so this makes things a little bit easier too. I think you can just rub this all over your body just to get things, so everything just moving easily and smoothly. Okay, so we have that. And then we have, this is excellent. You can do this before sex, just to get the mood going on, a nice massage. It's called Vanilla Chai Aromatherapy Massage Oil. Okay, now this is really good. It's certified organic. It's paraben free, DEA free, naturally derived, pure vegan. Okay, this is good for a massage. And also, this is a good one for massage. It's called Awake Black Pepper and Pink Grapefruit Aromatherapy Massage Oil. Now this was good because my husband came home from work one day and he had a muscle spasm going on, like up in his shoulder and his neck area. And I took this and I poured it on that area and I just massaged it, like really loosened up those muscles. And then he got in the shower and let some hot water run on it, and it went totally away. So if your husband or if you are having some kind of muscle spasm or aches, get your mate to rub you down with this. This is excellent. Now, I actually did try this. Okay, and like I said, I will put the website below for that. And one more thing that I want to show you all. Now, this is Gentle Clitoral Stimulating Gel, okay? Certified organic, okay? So all these products are organic. This stimulates your clitoris, just to get you in the mood, okay? So I just thought I'd show you all these things while I was doing this sex video. I have not tried any of these products except for these two. I'm sorry, except for this one. Okay, so I can't give you like an honest review, but like I said, I will put that website below in case you want to purchase some romantic, sexy type things, for your little sex thing going on in your bedroom. Okay, and like I said, the store that I got this from was called Sky is the Limit, up in Buffalo, New York. But I'm sure you can find a store in your area that has little sexy things going on. Okay. Alrighty. So there you have it. I hope you all learned something. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you share my videos. Bye bye now.